and then I'll welcome Charlie and her kids.
Recording in progress.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlalim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bohem leShalom, Bohem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlalim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Amuni leShalom, Amuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlalim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zetem leShalom, Zetem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlalim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom and welcome. Shabbat Shalom to all of you here in the sanctuary, marking, of course, our monthly Resouled. But this also happens to be an LJ Open Shabbat, where we get to, as part of the Liberal Judaism family, constituent family, open our doors and really celebrate the 120th year. I feel that we're rather rich in terms of trustees, officers of Liberal Judaism. We have 3 of those here, as well, of course, as welcoming Rabbi Charlie Baginski, CEO, Chief Exec of Liberal Judaism, who is now going to come and light candles with her family. We are so delighted that you are here, all of you. Charlie and Eliana and Kezia and Josh, who's just marked his bar mitzvah. In a moment, we've got several families having an early Friday night Shabbat dinner in the small hall, and I think they are going to wend their way, in fact it looks like they're coming now, into the sanctuary to join us for candle lighting. So anyone who's able, comfortable to, please stand for us to light candles with you. Those of you at home, this is your moment. Find your candles in your kitchen, your living room, wherever you are. Quite hard to split 2 candles amongst 3, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Children inherited my height. Olam. Asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom and welcome to you all. Stand for the Baruch. Having welcomed Shabbat, having welcomed each other, let's stand for our public call to prayer.
Baruch hu et
sit down. Those of you at home, maybe you already are. I'm so delighted that there are a lot of folk and visitors from all over the Liberal Judaism community family, the Liberal Jewish family, and we really welcome it. Special that you're with us tonight in our hybrid service, as it is every week, so that we really feel, despite the glass between us, we have an energetic spiritual connection with you at home, with us here, with the musicians next to us. So we're on page 10 as we offer the first blessing before the Shema. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, pahochma poter sha'arim, uvitvuna mashane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umasader et hakochavim, b'mishmoratehem barakia kirtzono, boreyom v'layla, golelo mipnei choshech v'hoshech mipnei or, umavi yom umevi layla, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Tishtaru asitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hosseiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
We're in the middle of page 13. As we acknowledge all we've offered in the Shema, that the band have led us in, the words of commitment we acknowledge to be true and something we can rely on. All this, let's read together, we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule, and then full of joy, we sang together.
Kamocha Bayelim Adonai Mi kamocha Medar Bakodesh Nora Tahilot Osefele Nora
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael. As we go into Hashkivenu, our evening prayer, that special blessing after the Shema that blesses or calls for Shalom Bayit, for peace, for ease, for being shielded and protected from famine, distress, war. We offer this evening prayer for peace with particular poignancy these last 7 weeks or so.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim U'shmotzeinu Vamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol yoshvei tevel. So we have a minhag in our synagogue. Shabbat Resouled has been around for 15 years and 1 month. We celebrated a birthday last month. And the minhag is to stand when you are ready to enter into the tefillah. And I can't help but tonight, as we really are thinking of the 120 years of liberal Judaism, all the journey that we've been on, the different kinds of synagogue, I can't help but thinking about our 4 founders, Lily Montague, 3, Claude Montefiore, and Mattock. Why can't I think of Mattock's first name? Help me. Thank you. I really wonder what they would have thought if they'd arrived here tonight for Shabbat Resouled. And I think of the confidence that really liberal Judaism and our family has shown in actually beginning out life following the decorum affected by Protestantism and Church of England, how we behave in a synagogue, wanting to distinguish ourselves from our Orthodox brothers and sisters and to create accessibility at the time. And we've just continued in that vein. But oh my goodness, how many riches has it brought us, of one of which is our synagogue, Finchley Progressive, which I am incredibly privileged and honoured to serve, but also Shabbat Resouled. So I invite you to invite spiritually our 3 founders, our 3 M's, and all that they might have brought to liberal Judaism and the surprise that they may have felt on arriving tonight. Especially with our current Adonai Safatai, with a certain Pink Floyd feel, of which obviously they would have known nothing about. But stand when you're ready. 4. Some extra music joining the band now, just in case you missed that cue. Page 15. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, umevi gula livnei b'neihem, למען שמו ביahava. Melech Hozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל. ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. You are holy, your fame is great, we have no other God except you. We praise you, ever-present one, the Holy God.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות ושמרו השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם כי זה ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם לדורותם ברית עולם.
Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Let's read together. Ratzei Adonai Eloheinu b'yamcha Yisrael u'tefilatam b'ahava tekabel u'tehila ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai she'otecha levadacha b'yera na'avod. We thank and praise you for being our God and God of our ancestors. We can always rely on you and feel safe. We thank and praise you for caring for our lives, for connecting our souls with you, for the miracles of life, wonders large and small, that remind us you are here every moment of every day. We praise you, our God, and joyfully thank you for all life's goodness. Now, those joining us, part of Liberal Judaism family, this is the moment where we often share in the chat, those of you who are at home, things that you feel particularly grateful, appreciative for, really taking from that first word, Modim Anachnu Lach. We offer our thanks, we are grateful to you. Feel free to do so that we have that energetic exchange.
Shalom. Shalom Al Israel, Ahad, Azim Le'olam, Ki Ata U'Nei Adonai Shalom.
Baruch Ata Adonai, Oseh Hashalom. So we're going to try and take a few moments for silent prayer. Zoe's hopping up on the beamer to entertain. But I think Resouled have done very well. You know, we've always been told Charlie Chaplin never worked with children and animals. And I think we're doing pretty well tonight. So let us take a moment for silent prayer and reflection. We're on the 35th day of the counting of the Omer. We're still in the week of Hod, splendor, beauty, extraordinariness in our lives. And I invite us to just consider what that is. I read just before the service began, Daniel Barenboim talking about the intensity and power of music. And I think we've really seen how that works for us here in our service tonight. So let's take a moment just to reflect upon that.
song in Raphi. V'hegion libi lefanecha Adonai tzori v'goali Adonai tzori v'goali L'ratzon Irefi V'hegion libi lefanecha Adonai tzori v'goali Adonai tzori v'goali Ratzon Irefi V'hegion libi lefanecha Adonai tzori v'goali Adonai tzori v'goali
So let's just count the Omer together. Hayom Hamisha Shloshim Yom Shehem Hamisha Shavuot Ba'omer. Today is 35 days, which is 5 weeks of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al safirat ha'omer. So before we move on into Aleinu, I can't resist asking my esteemed colleague to just come, bless, welcome Mark being here for our Shabbat Resouled and falling on an Liberal Judaism's open Shabbat. You can use that, you can use that. No, use that.
Use that.
Just what I said, use that.
Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, what a joy. As we came in and sat down and you started playing, my son, sorry Josh, they're used to me embarrassing them, whispered over to me and said, "This is just next level." I don't need to translate. It is next level. It's very special to be here tonight with FPS and with everybody who is at home as well, joining us from across our communities. We're really lucky with Finchley that we have so many engaged members with Liberal Judaism as well. It makes us feel so much part of the larger Liberal Jewish family, and that obviously we are immensely grateful that you lend us your wonderful rabbi to lead our conference alongside Rabbi Fertzel, alongside Renee, our rabbinic conference. It means not only do we benefit as a movement, I personally benefit. And I think this is the what we perhaps could not have imagined several years ago, is that level of collaboration that happens not only by the fact that we're on Zoom or on streaming and can be in person, that other communities can join us, but also that it's had repercussions in the way that we now work together. And we're standing here in the midst of our 120th year, and now we've had to deal with the references to Moses standing there, on the edge of the promised land. Is this the end? Is Liberal Judaism giving up the ghost? But actually what we concentrate instead on is that idea that with eyes not dimmed, strength not abated, ready to dream the next dream. And in each of these open Shabbatot that we're in our communities, I think we can pause just on the edge of that dream and think, this is the moment to celebrate. Actually, we've come really far. We've done so much. We've brought so many people together. We've shared so many stories. And just before we begin that work of creating new stories, our Bimmer babies, who this is part of their creating their story when they're asked, what's your liberal Judaism story? It'll be making lots of noise and dancing on the Bimmer and feeling that joy and that pride of being a liberal Jew. And just in that moment before we create those new stories, we should celebrate. Celebrate all that we've done, and that should give us the strength, not abated, the eyes not dimmed, to dream some new dreams. And being here with Finchley tonight, with all of you out there and here, I know that it gives me personally so much strength to think, goodness, if we can do here today, this can be this next level, then think what lies ahead of us. So thank you for rejuvenating us, for allowing us to celebrate and allowing us to come in to Finchley and celebrate these 120 years with you.
Thank you, Charlie. And Josh for that. Those immortal words. Thank you. We also rather like Bimmer babies, which might be used again. So let us stand as we stand for Aleinu on page 20. Many of you at home may not know that Dean created, wrote, composed many of these new all of these new melodies. So Shabbat Resouled is complete new inspiration, British Jewish inspiration. So Aleinu likewise, page 20.
Aleinu l'shabeach v'adon hakol, v'atech v'lula le'oseh bereshit, asher samchatinu le'yached et shamo, v'tor aleinu lahamlik malchuto, v'tor aleinu lahamlik malchuto.
Kaddish, where we think of those we are recalling and remembering and whose yard sites fall this Shabbat. We think particularly of Mary Kempner, mother of Jane Greenfield, of Brian Rees, father of Alison Rees, of Joseph Singer, father of Trish Baines, of Gordon Ross, father of Melanie Ross, who joins us tonight from California. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing, and may those who recall and remember their loved ones be comforted in their loss as we say the words of the Kaddish with them. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Bi'ama divrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, B'chaya chon u'v'yom echon, u'v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, Magala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavorach le'olam omei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yitale v'talal Shemei d'Kudusha brichu. Leila min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbahata v'nechemata. Da amiram bi'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya. V'hayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Imru Amen. Ose shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'al kol b'nei Adam. V'imru Amen. Let's sit down. A reminder, because our chief executive forgot to remind us, that our day of celebration is on Sunday. And Suzanne, one of the officers of Liberal Judaism, member of FPS, has really been crafting, along with Rabbi Igor Zinkov and a really thoughtful team, a fantastic day of celebrating who we are as Liberal Jews. Really the crossover in our lives of how Judaism speaks to us. Our own Paul Anticoni will be speaking on the day, and there are many really fabulous sessions. It is not too late to go. I offered to drive anyone who wanted to go. Paul, our president and current treasurer of Liberal Judaism, has offered to take the bus with anyone that would like to hop on the 13 bus down to the LJS. So you can see we really want to feel that we are well represented, FPS there. So it's not too late to book. You can book all weekend. You can even turn up on the morning, having woken up feeling, I know what my Sunday needs. It needs more Liberal Judaism. So let us end our service with blessing each other with a new melody that Dean created for the priestly blessing for his own son Amon's bar mitzvah. And alongside it, and just before it, as we sing with and to each other, Rabbi Sandra Kviat, my colleague Sandra, found in the prologue of The Red Tent, any of you who have read Anita Diamond's The Red Tent, this blessing, which really segues so beautifully into the blessing that Dean will sing for us as we offer that to each other. Blessings on your eyes, blessings on your children, blessings on the ground beneath you. My heart is a ladle of sweet water, brimming over. Selah. Page 27. Beautiful. Let's stand for Kiddush. Really, just huge thanks to Resouled that are growing every month, returning to its fullness of size. It just makes it precious and poignant for us every month. So hopefully you've all got wine, challah, and then you'll turn round and move towards the Kiddush table where there is more things to eat. Children have had. So we're in the middle of page 28. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lama'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikraye kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki banu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava u'vratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. And Hamotzi and Amar Eti, are we using Shmuel? So Shmuel, who is our he is our next bar mitzvah, although we have a lovely group of women who are having an adult bat mitzvah before. But Shmuel, for his tzedakah project, is making challah for our community every week. And that is the challah you have in your hands. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.